It's the Half Hour Wasted and Legion of Dudes podcasts. Hi, I'm Jordan with the Legion of Dudes and Walking Dead TV podcasts, and this is what I thought of the comics I read the week of November 10th, 2010. Before we get to the comics, I do want to recommend Metalocalypse, Season 3, The Dead Man, which I just picked up. The first two seasons of the show, all the special features are hidden, so it wasn't that surprising when on the plastic wrapping it says, Hidden Special Features. What was weird is that with this season, only a couple of the special features are hidden, because, as I said, in the first two, they're all hidden, and it's not said anywhere on the package that they're hidden, so you kind of think that they're missing or something. So, case of too little too late? I don't know. Still a great show, though. And while we're talking Adult Swim, Venture Brothers Season 4, Volume 1, great show, what can I say? Pick it up. I actually probably like Venture Brothers more than Metalocalypse, but they're both up there. But for our first comic of the week, we have Cowboy Ninja Viking, issue number 10, wrapping up the second arc. How did the second arc stack up against the first? Well, the first was funny, great character work, really funny dialogue, and had an incomprehensible plot for the most part. And when you read them all together in one straight shot in the trade, it makes more sense, but it's still very convoluted. Second one, still very, very funny with the dialogue. Dialogue is some of the best in comics as far as I'm concerned. The art, maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. I think it's very depends on the individual. I actually really kind of like it. I like how the first trade, it was one color. Second trade, it's two, and there's a flash forward at the end of this issue to 12 issues down the road, which that's just going to make the plot even more incomprehensible, where it's got 4 colors, I think. So that would be 2 trades past now, or maybe even 3, so I might have 5 colors. But it looks like they're adding a color every single volume. Kind of a really cool concept, and fits with the whole multiple personalities, adding layers, all that kind of stuff. Funny, art, all that. The plot started out much better in Volume 2, and by the end of this issue, largely incomprehensible again. Yes, it makes enough sense that the reveal at the end of the issue, you go, oh, okay, I get that, that's cool. But I want to just love this comic. Right now I love it, but I don't love the comic. Just slightly more straightforward with the plotting, not so much jumping around. It would be great. I don't know, I feel like I have multiple personalities just reading the comic, and I guess that's maybe the effect they're going for. Then we have issue number 9 of Green Hornet with a very cool cover there. I actually picked up the other alternate cover first and was walking to the cash register when I happened to glance back for something and noticed that there was a different cover, and that one's just really neat. I love the dynamic parts of it. So this issue is from Kevin Smith, of course, but it's everything you don't expect from a Kevin Smith comic. Not a whole lot of dialogue. There's some. Mostly action. How does it work? Awesome, because the artist is a really great artist. He really conveys the action very well. I'm interested to see how they wrap it up. It's not my favorite comic ever, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. The dialogue's great. There's just not a whole lot of it in this issue, but I'm sure issue 10, which wraps up the story, I'm sure there'll be quite a bit more as we get into the resolution of the story. And of course, as always, don't forget to check out hhwled.com and walkingdeadtv.com for Legion of Dudes and Walking Dead TV podcasts. They're going strong right now. A lot of great buzz over Walking Dead, so check them out. Follow me on Twitter at JordanFRMJersey. Follow the shows on Twitter. You'll find all that information on the website, hhwled.com, walkingdeadtv.com. Check out Forum for Geeks, Walking Dead Podcast Network, all of it right there at forumforgeeks.com. And let's get back to the rest of the comics, because we still got quite a bit to go to. And I just ate most of a large pizza. I might explode soon, so let's go. So let's move on now to a comic I was really excited for, but didn't know exactly what to expect. That comic would be Ant-Man and Wasp, issue number 1 of 3. So you've got the Irredeemable Ant-Man, G.I. Ant-Man, or New Ant-Man, whichever you want to call him, and you got Wasp. So the original Ant-Man, Giant Man, all those. Them teaming up, I love the Irredeemable Ant-Man. His 12-issue series, written by Robert Kirkman, is one of my favorite books ever. And when it ended, because not a lot of people were reading it, and I understand it's very niche, it's very specific to a certain group of people, like myself. But when it ended, I didn't know if I'd ever see some of the supporting cast again, because they're characters that are very specific to the book. They were created for it, and there's no real reason for them ever to show up anywhere else. But I was very excited to see Black Fox, and of course, Eric O'Grady, the Irredeemable Ant-Man's girlfriend, or kind of Abigail. It's complicated. Read the first 12 issues to fully get that. Show up in the issue, and play into the plot. At least Black Fox did. Abigail not so much, but she might down the road. And even though I'm not a huge fan of Hank Pym, the current Wasp. He was great in the story too. It was interesting to see the two work together. Plot's a little bit predictable, just because it's a fairly simple story. I'm interested to see where it goes. And art wasn't my favorite, a little bit Rob Liefeld-ish, but seeing as Tim Seeley did the art and the script, I'll give him a little bit of a pass on that, because it really was a good script. And hey, it's good to see Ant-Man and the Ant-Man family back in comics. So, and hey, it's great to see the Irredeemable Ant-Man cast back in a comic where they belong. I mean, Irredeemable Ant-Man's been around, Avengers Initiative, Thunderbolts, and now Secret Avengers, but he really should have his own title. Face it, Marvel. Then we have Thanos Imperative, issue number 6 of 6, which more or less, for now, wraps up the Marvel Cosmic Universe. There is one epilogue issue coming out next month. I'll definitely be picking up because the series was awesome. But it looks like for now, and fitting with the story, how it ends, looks like the Cosmic Universe will be simmering down for a while. Hopefully Abnett and Lanning get to bring it back in the future, because the way it ended, it needs some time to rest, but there's definitely a lot of potential there. A lot of characters die. I didn't quite realize till the end of the book when there's a scene that kind of shows you some of the characters who have died or other things, and you're like, oh wow, I didn't quite catch the body count there. But this was a very impactful book on the entire Cosmic Universe. Check it out. Some unexpected things happen, especially after the end of issue number 5, where, let's put it this way, unexpected things were happening the entire series, and it never quite ended in terms of surprises and just things coming around from the corner you didn't expect to see there. Great series. I will miss the Cosmic Universe for now, but hopefully they get to bring it back in the future. Great series, though. Check it out. Check out the whole Abnett and Lanning Cosmic run. It'll be well worth your time and money. And finally this week, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 648, the beginning of Spider-Man Big Time. Brand new day is over. Apparently a day lasts like 2.5 years. Big Time, though, is the brand new Spider-Man status quo. We get great Humberto Ramos art. I really do like this stuff. He's going to be one of the, I believe it's 3 main artists taking the series from now on. Dan Slott is going to be writing from now on. I'm really happy with the team. I really like all 3 of the artists. I'm blanking on the other 2 names right now, but I know that when I checked them out in previews, I was like, oh yeah, I do love all these guys. I always rave about their art when it comes around, so I really couldn't be happier. Oversized issue, a longer first story, and a backup. It's not the greatest issue of Spider-Man ever, but it is fun, and it sets up pretty much everything, and I like what they set up. My only detractions are that it is a setup issue, and so it's a lot of the stuff you expect to see there. Him running through every corner of his life just to, show you this is what it's going to be like for the next conceivable period of time. So, I'm running out of time here, but check out Spider-Man Big Time if you like Spider-Man. If you stopped reading after one moment in time, or even before that, after one more day, and a brand new day you said, I'm not reading, look, I get it. It's been 2.5 years. Why don't you give Spider-Man Big Time a try? You never know. You might just like it and not hate it with the vehemence you've hated One More Day. It's nowhere near as bad as One More Day, trust me. In fact, I kind of liked it. So like I said, I'm running out of time, but that's what I thought of the comics I read the week of November 10th, 2010. Check back next week for some more comic reviews and Walking Dead reviews. I said I would have my Walking Dead review up an hour after the show aired, and that's true, but it'll probably be an hour after the second showing, so probably around midnight, Sunday, Monday, however you want to draw that distinction. WalkingDeadTV.com, HHWLOD.com, ForumForGeeks.com, Twitter.com/JordanFRMJersey. Have a good week. I'm out because that was a lot of pizza. It's the Half Hour Wasted and Legion of Dudes podcasts.